Good afternoon. We have indeed flowers and tributes, cards being laid here on the King's Head Bridge in Clapton in tribute to a beautiful teenager who will be greatly missed, according to friends and family of 17-year-old Jack Susianta. I'm joined by some of Jack's school friends who it must be a particularly difficult time for. How much do you know about what happened?
Yeah, I've read a couple of the news reports and just heard what my friends have said. You know, I think a couple of people have talked to his parents, but yeah, we haven't been in contact with his parents yet. Yeah, but it's just.
What sort of a friend, what sort of a boy was he?
Jack was really good-natured. Like, the thing that's been going on for the past 2 days was not Jack at all, and that's what we've been keeping in mind. It was completely out of character. Jack didn't have a dark life at all, and this has come as a complete shock to us.
When you say the past 2 days, we've been hearing reports that the family called the police concerned for his welfare. How much do you know about the situation leading up to what happened?
We don't know that much about that. We haven't been close to that.
What was the first that you had heard of what happened here?
There was people on Facebook said something like Jack had gone, and then I just thought it was kind of like, yeah, he's going to be gone for like a few hours. I thought he'd had an argument or something, but then he didn't. Yeah, he was missing for a bit, and everyone got worried. And then
you're clearly both really upset by what's happened throughout the evening, throughout the day. People have been leaving cards, flowers in tribute to him. What have his friends who've been here throughout the day that you've been speaking to been saying so far?
They're trying to. Well, I mean, like I said before, they're just trying to make sure that we know that this wasn't Jack. We're just trying to remember the positives about Jack, that he was incredibly happy. He made us all really happy. We have entirely happy memories of him, hardly any negative ones. And that's what we're keeping in mind.
I just think it was all such a shock to us that kind of there wasn't anything else that we could do. Like, I think a lot of people tried really hard over the last couple of days, and this is kind of the last place that there was to kind of feel like we could say, goodbye.
What sort of a boy was Jack?
He was so happy. I mean, every time I saw him, he was, smiling and laughing and really open and quite shy at first, but, really happy. And I remember a lot of the time him coming around to ours, and then he'd end up dancing by the end of it. Always the same dance to every single song. But yeah, really fun. Really fun guy.
How much do you know about what's been happening over the past few days? You mentioned trying to help Jack over the last few days. Why was that?
We don't know all that much. We kind of know, that people were out looking for him at one point on Monday and again yesterday, and everyone just being really, really worried about him and how he was, and kind of something completely out of character him, something, the Jack that we knew, and kind of we didn't think it was possible for anything like this to happen, but we don't know all that much either.
Clearly a really difficult time for friends and family of Jack. How did you hear about what had happened? What was the first you'd heard of what happened yesterday afternoon?
We knew that he wasn't at home, and I think at one point we knew that he was at the canal, and then kind of the next we heard was tweets from a helicopter leaving, and then an article by The Standard, I think, that there was a boy of 17 that had and we just kind of thought that, it was definitely the same thing.
Tell us a little bit about the sort of tributes that have been left to Jack on the bridge today. What sort of a boy do they describe?
I think all of them, all of the ones that from his friends that I know that have been put there, kind of really happy, or that we really loved him, and that he'll definitely be someone that we'll really, really miss. And, everyone has their ups and downs with their friends, but everyone absolutely adored him. And he was definitely a big part of their friendship group.